This is the best smoke device on the market right now. It's one of the best products that's out there.
Yeah.
We've got Smoke Watch Pro by João Miranda, and this is certainly a product that's seen some sort of past versions, and it's gone through 3 different generations now. This would be generation 3, because first we had the Lynx Magic watch,
Yes.
which was just a watch, and it was quite a big watch, wasn't it?
It was a big
I
watch.
think when it first came out, we were very critical of it, and then, rightly so, the very next watch was the smartwatch, which got a good review from us on the Wizard product review. But you may remember me saying that the only thing I didn't like about it at the time was the battery. It was very much a necessity to make the smoke watch work, was actually on the outside of the watch casing. So you've got the part that makes the watch actually work on running down one side, and then you had the battery kind of like running free and just sat quite loose on the other side of the watch, and that was under the strap. For me now, João has done something which is quite incredible, and he's managed to get that battery inside.
Yeah.
It's even more self-contained than it was before, which was the only real criticism that I had from it at the time. And it's also a wireless charger. So you've got the wireless charging, you can plug this in, you can plug it into a USB socket in your car if you like, just lay the smartwatch on top, you watch for the blinking white light, and in very little time at all it's completely charged.
What I can say about this is, when I did the second generation watch, I would have definitely used for a TV spot or a video spot or a one-off performance, but I wouldn't necessarily have been comfortable having it on my wrist for the full gig. What this has done, this is now, you can wear that.
Yeah.
You can wear that at your gig comfortably. It looks, everything about it is just, it's good. I said to Dave, I'm going home and I'm ordering one.
There you go.
And there was a little thing that we noticed. So first of all, thanks João for sending this through for review. We know this is one of João's personal effects, because he actually left a photograph of his wife and kids in there. So João, just send David a message with your postal address.
We'll get that sent back to you.
We'll get that sent back to you.
So let me tell you what's happened while Sean was talking there. I actually turned it on. You hold it down to turn it on, you feel a buzz. Then just after that, you press.
Yeah.
Every time you press, it creates a second of delay.
Yeah.
And you can go up to 10 seconds. So I've pressed it three times. So now, after pressing once and it turning on, I've pressed it 3 times. I've now got 3 seconds of delay. Inside the watch, so behind the face, there's a small sort of dip switch where you can change from 3 seconds of smoke or 5 seconds of smoke. So you can choose. I've got it set on 5 seconds of smoke. 5 seconds is a huge amount of smoke. It's the perfect amount in my opinion. The 3 is just a little bit too small. And there's 2 ways to trigger it as well. You can trigger it with the switch on the side, little dip switch on the side, or you can actually touch the crown, which again is another new feature to the Smoke Watch Pro. I think it's nice using this bit here, because if you're covering a spectator's hand, it's quite natural for your thumb to go into this position, or if you want to drop something in your hand, as you just move your hand forward, you can just press the crown. Another really good thing about it, this element inside does get pretty hot, but the great thing about it is it actually stops you using it repeatedly, so it becomes too hot that you could actually burn yourself. That can't happen, because you've got to be aware of it, of course, but after you've used it, it gives you 30 seconds until the watch buzzes and lets you know that you can't use it again. That stops you using the coil, which is heating up the specially supplied fluid.
And I think this is good for your magic routines that it does this as well.
Yeah.
Because there's some things where people should only see the smoke go off once. Or during your 10-15 minute close-up set, they should see that smoke once, in my opinion.
So obviously the smoke's going to come from here. If you're using it in a routine like this, putting your hands over the top of something, the smoke's going to come out from inside the hands, which is very magical indeed, or you need to keep the palm of your hand away from the audience so they don't see where it's coming from. But if you're on stage and you trigger it and you're using your angles here and you're straight on, you've got the angle, people won't actually see where it's coming from. And if you put something inside your hand here, you can see how cool this looks with that smoke just coming out of your hand like that. It does look really good. And there's
really
a
magical.
Huge amount of smoke here. And right now what's going on is that element inside there, which is next to the wrist, is cooling down, and after 30 seconds it will be ready to go again, and I'll get notified by a buzz on the watch that it is ready to use again.
Brilliant.
But like Sean said, you wouldn't want to do it too many times, but as soon as it buzzes me, which is going to be any time around now, there we go, it's now told me that it's ready to use. He does say in the instructions, Jan, when I talk about instructions, it's a 30-minute download once again. At the end, they do suggest some effects, but they don't really give any effects away. It's really a utility device, but they are suggesting effects like the vanishing nickel, for example, because you can turn your hand over and then turn it back and the coin disappears.
Yeah.
So that's nice if you were just going to do a vanish, but covering something in a spectator's hand, for example, if you touch here, spectators got their hands here, you can put your hand under and on top, and the smoke's going to come out from between your hands. And I can see that on the camera from here. That really does look good. It seems like it's coming from the middle of your hands as well. I think once you've applied the liquid, it's certainly good for 3 times. After you've used it 4 times, I think you really need to put a little bit more liquid onto the coil, ready to use it again.
Yeah.
But I don't know what to say about it apart from it is fantastic. It's an improvement on the last one.
It's incredible.
It is really, really good. Anything you want, if you want to vanish something on a tabletop, you can be here, and that smoke's going to come out from under your hand here. And you see how it actually makes its way through the fingers as well.
It's brilliant. It's so good.
It does look really good. Look, if you want to make smoke appear from your hands and be completely sleeveless, quite simply, there is no better way of doing it.
It's great.
Right now. This is the best smoke device on the market right now. I've got my other watch there so you can do a comparison. It's not much bigger than my normal watch. It's just a smart watch. For review purposes, I will trigger it one more time. This will be the 4th time.
Third or 4th time, yeah.
Third or 4th time that I've triggered it, and you can see that the smoke may have gone down a little bit now. And yeah, just after that, it starts to thin out on about the 4th time, and you get less smoke, but you can still
people can still
use
see
it.
I know with other smoke gimmicks that I've had in the past, that some of them are so weak that you kind of it's like a wisp of smoke. This is like, even when it's running out, it's a cloud of smoke.
Yeah, so just to be clear, all the new features, the fact that you can trigger it with the crown, the battery is now internal. That's a big plus for me. That battery just hanging about under the strap with the old version, that wasn't so good. Wireless charging, the fact that it stops you from burning yourself because of that 30-second delay that it forces you to use. There are so many features that make this absolutely great. It's a first-class product. From the moment you open the box, you can see the quality there. It's one of the best products that's out there.
Yeah.
The only reason I'm not giving this 100% is because, Jow, if I give you 100%, I think last time with the last smoke watch, I gave you like 93%, and I was thinking, oh, if he solves the battery thing, I've got to leave room, you know. So what I'm going to do, I want to give it 100. I really want to give it 100, but I'm not, because I'm going to give it 97%, because I reckon in 10 years' time, it will. I don't know what it's going to be. But in 10 years' time, there'll be another evolution. I've got to leave myself some way to go with the review.
Well, look, you know, I do routine, one of my staple routines, and I very rarely add things new into my act because I just like making the same things better and better and better. And very rarely does a product that you have to buy come along that takes something to the next level, and this just has taken that to the next level, hasn't it?
Certainly
So
has. I know what you're talking about.
I have to give Zhao 100% for this, and a big thank you very much for releasing it. It's brilliant.
Yeah, it really is a great product. It's the Smoke Watch Pro by Zhao Miranda. So many more innovations, so many more new features that make this well worth owning if you want to perform smoke from your hands but be completely sleeveless. There's no other better way to do it.